Welcome to Webway Radio, episode 28. I'm Kurt.
I'm Mark.
I'm Austin.
Our topic today, are starter boxes a good starting point? It's a little dismal in the hobby progress, and especially in the games played section, since we're not allowed to count iRacing. But Mark is back with us this episode.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay!
Austin's here as well, as you heard during the intro. I don't know why that's at the time, but it's fine. It's been
Bring more attention to it.
It's like, I'm just back here. Don't pay attention
Since
to the
the
man
dog
behind the
escaped,
curtain.
I have just frazzled. So we're like halfway through the episode. It's going to be a little different, but that's okay. So I'm excited. This is a fun little topic. I got to do some research, got to look at old boxes I haven't looked at in a while. And yeah, I'm excited.
We got to talk about our very poor choices of monetary investment.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Really puts it into perspective how much I've spent here. Before we get started, anything else you guys want to chat about?
That's it for me.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Ready to get
All
into
right.
it?
Well, let's take a quick break, and we will be right back with hobby progress and games played.
See you soon.
Sounds good.
So let's jump into hobby progress.
Oh boy.
Mark, have you been working on anything?
I have been cleaning off some resin prints of scans of Heroescape stuff. They are interesting.
Sir, that is illegal. It's
It's fine. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's Heroescape. It's fine.
Out of print like a 20 years ago.
No, that is exactly what printing is for.
Yes. I try and buy like used ones of a lot of the models, but there's stuff like I'm not paying $120 for 4 guys.
Yeah,
and
no,
I need
that's
like
insane.
4 squads of these. I'm not paying.
You want how much for a metal model from 35 years ago? Yeah. Nah, I'll hit a button. It's fine.
So working on those, I guess
Cool.
purchases count. I got a bunch
Yes,
of old
they do.
Heroes.
It better, because that is all of my hobby progress.
We know.
I have been vaguely getting the itch to work on my Imperial Fists, or just because they're like,
Now, would this be because of the big announcements? Maybe a little excitement with some of the big changes coming?
sort of. It's more like I'm sure I'm going to be at least trying 11th.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have more stuff print. I have not been able to put paint to brush since last February. It has been over a year.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I can't say much. I haven't done a lot of that lately.
I mean, you've done a lot still, though, in like
yes,
the last little bit.
I'm really going to have to light a fire under myself soon. I'll talk about that. But,
Between moving twice, it's like,
yeah,
and
you're a busy guy. You got a lot happening.
Yeah, woof. It's easier to multitask and be building.
Sure. When there's less, you have to get out and everything.
Yes.
You can just put like your scissor or your clippers and your paint, or not your clippers and glue,
I can just set it down if I need
and
to
walk
immediately
away.
jump. Yeah.
And I think that's why I prefer assembly, because I don't have to like get air in the paint in the airbrush and then have some crisis happen.
Yeah.
And like, oh, okay, I need 5 minutes, sweetheart.
Yeah, because it's like I just thinned up all this paint and I want to use as much of this as I can and not waste.
I 3D printed a little funnel to where I can just put it back in the. I pulled the top off the dropper bottles and put it back in. I was like, it's mixed. It's fine.
That's
Like,
probably for the best. I mean, especially if you're just doing thinner.
yeah. It's oh no, I have to thin it less next time.
Yeah.
Or against like 30 milliliters. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So
Right.
anything else?
Not particularly.
Okay.
We're my roommate and I are gearing up to do a bunch of G.I. Joe Heroescape.
I have to see all the pictures.
That looks so fun.
We made like a city street.
Oh,
And so it
you
is.
did post the train or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, I saw the train.
It's nice because unlike the Marvel set they released an eon ago, G.I. Joe, the synergies mesh with regular Heroescape a lot better.
Oh,
and it's more deliberate with it because Marvel was kind of like an island. Like
Sure.
you could put them in an army. They didn't do anything for it. This is like, Cobra bonds with like all these guys and they're benefited by all these guys. And like, there's Cobra characters that have an ability to turn any character into a Cobra character. So then,
that's
I'm going to
awesome.
turn this Elf Archer into a Cobra character, and now he bonds with all this other stuff. There's a lot of like built-in synergies.
Okay, that's
with-
way cooler than I thought it was going to
Yes.
be.
It's like, now this dragon works for Cobra, and this dragon just activates
Sure.
when Cobra activates.
That's the best kind of list building. I love that kind of list building.
It's absurd, but it's amazing. I'm a fan.
That could be dangerous.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't do it.
No, I'm good.
Are you?
I will play with other people's toys all day long. I have enough here.
But yeah, that's about all for me. It's not been a lot, sadly.
Austin, what do you got going on?
So I tried starting my tactical squad. I got about halfway through one of them and just stopped
What
because
armor mark?
Mark III. Oh,
I've struggled with my tacticals too.
There was so many bits and pieces, and I was just like, I am not cut out for this right now. And then the final straw was when I went to glue the gun arm on, and it just sprayed super glue all over the gun.
Oh,
It was like not because I have the gel, and it just sprayed out a bunch of liquid all over it, and I was like, cool, I'm done for today.
Next time, huh?
I want to put that aside for later.
Sure.
So instead, I started building my fire drakes.
Okay.
Just kind of started them.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I know you
finished
said a
yet.
few things had broken. So like I said, just now that the printer is functional again, and man, it's printing great.
Yeah, I'll let you know what's busted on.
My printer's not actively dying while trying to finish your print job. So turns out that's why it was failing so much.
Oh wow!
Who would have known the screen was cracked?
Who would have guessed?
So, again.
poor guy. He's had a hard life.
Well, I guess the printer screens are disposable now. Basically, they don't consider it like a part of it. It's just one of those like, this is going to go out every year.
It wears out.
Well, and two, like if there's anything and you go to print, it pushes down, it just pops the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So
Gotcha.
that's what I did.
That's the failure point then. Is,
Yeah, and that's the second one I've replaced. It takes like 20 minutes if there's nobody bothering me. So
Not too bad then.
yeah, could be worse.
I was trying to remember those tactical squads. Back in 9th, I had a lot of Mark 6 tactical squads that I ran alongside my intercessors, but I had like 2 built out as las cannon devastators. And that was like my... So they were quite a few pieces. I was also kit bashing, just like swapping helmets and shoulder pads and stuff, but there were quite a few pieces. It was cool though, having like the slightly shorter guys alongside the...
I mix all my tac squads. It's different marks, but with mine, like I'll randomly print like 5 Raven Guard torsos and some legs and arms and just mix it all in. So like this guy's got all this stuff on his arm and this guy's got like way cooler legs, but it's just so many bird parts and bones and all the extra stuff. And it's,
And
I don't know why I tried to do that to myself.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got a bunch of those extra bits from the Pyroclasts.
Yes.
I got a bunch of those extra shoulder pads, so those are probably going to go on the tac squad eventually, whenever it ends up getting built.
Like I said, I can just bang out shoulder pads too. Just be like, yo, I like these. And I can print you like 100 at a time for like less than $1. It's so great.
But the other thing with the Mark IIIs, those are the newer Heresy kits, so they're about the same size as the Primaris. They're pretty tall.
Almost the same
close.
size. Yes.
They're very close, but their helmet has a nice big spike on it, so
That helps. I mean, yeah, the Mark 6 are like the same scale. I guess they're a little bit more slender than the Mark 3, but they're the same height.
yeah, probably.
Me with my old Mark IVs that are like tac squad size. Oh,
And
Mark
then
4s are cute.
yeah, and then there's the future. Next thing up in line, Nightbringer is going to be coming to the table.
okay.
I will be building him next after I
Prepping him
finish.
for 11th, huh?
Yes.
I like it.
I saw that model and immediately wanted to not put his face on and just have like an empty hood.
I need to check, but I think it's all modeled together.
I was going to perform surgery. I was not interested.
I got a Dremel. Like, we can make this happen.
Yeah.
I'll say his face looks a lot better now, though, than it used to. That old model was goofy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love him, but he's goofy.
I just like the I mean, you know me with putting helmets on everything. I like not that I'm allergic to faces because they're pretty easy.
I am. After Space Wolves, we're allergic to faces. We don't paint faces here. I will find a helmet for that model.
Well, that's the nice part about Nightbringer is he's not flesh toned.
This is true. He's all shiny and new.
He's shiny.
Painting all my Drakari witches prepped me for the Raven Guard flesh. So it's basically the same colors.
Yep, the touch grass skin tone.
I love it. So purchase count, right? We're in.
Yep.
I received my Custodes battle group box.
Your battalion?
One of 5 people that actually got to.
Right. I got shipping notification, and they messed up my order last time. They sent the wrong Middle Earth strategy battle game rule books. And so it was just like, oh God, please tell me it's not, don't send me a combat patrol on accident. Like I have concerns. I won't name the company.
Here's some Gondorians.
Yeah. It's like, no.
That's like,
But I got it in. I was like, yes. So excited. And then I also bought the Eye of Terror Reign of Iron book because Apocalypse rules. $70 for those, but you know, it's cool.
what is the difference in those? Is it like it changes up stratagems basically, or?
Yeah, it's they put out an article about it. It looks neat. They showed some off, but like there's things to speed it up. So like you don't pull dead models till the end of the phase or turn, so they still get to like shoot and do their thing in combat.
Oh, so it's more killy.
Sure.
Gotcha.
And then there's all sorts of there's 12 like different rules they've tweaked. They only showed off 1 or 2, but then every army gets a couple of stratagems
Okay.
that just make it more like, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm way more excited for this than I should be. And now I'm sad I didn't buy the first 2 campaign books because, you know, they're gone and nowhere to be found.
Oh.
Or on eBay for like $300, and they're cool, but I don't want them that bad. I'll pick them up when 11th drops for 10.
Or, you know, find a PDF in some shady corner of the internet.
I've looked. They're not
Allegedly.
out there. Yeah, not out there. But to hit free shipping, I had to buy the Monument Hobby translucent paint set. I had to. Arms were tied.
Yep. Gun to your head.
So I'm excited
Absolutely
to try
had to.
those. And I threw in another wet palette just to have another one.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, I was like, well, I need like $6 more. Like, all right, that's 13. Sure, whatever. And I moved all of my resin printing to the shed, and it's functional now.
Interesting.
To a lot of the Discord's dismay, everyone seems to think I'm going to burn the house down. I'm not, I swear. I pull the cables, it's fine. And in 3D printed projects, I actually printed a Mechanicum 30K Moriax Armature variant thing.
Yeah.
So he's in pieces in front of Austin. Started assembling him, and then we had to camp. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
his lightning rod does 5-inch blast template, strength 5, AP3. So it's just marine killing. I'm going to shoot this. And then the claw is just like a strength 12.
Holy
you know,
moly.
all the
disgusting.
anti-tank rules. Yeah. So I'm so like, I've never printed a model because the gun was cool, but I did that. So all the Mechanicum that's on the shelf I've been trying to give away, I might just break down and ally those in because
Gonna ask if you're
they
just gonna
look
throw them in
awesome.
like an
Things like
ally.
170 points. All right, I'm in. But
Yeah.
and it didn't help. I listened to the Heresy Accountability Buddies, and they did a 2-episode arc on like how Mechanicum works because it's like Gene Stealer cult levels of like complicated, but it sings to me.
I mean, this is coming from the guy who plays Drukari and Gene Stealer, so it makes sense.
It's
Weird little-
I like to
little
make my
techie bits.
complicated math riddle hobby even harder.
I mean, your armies that you have are like, yeah, Gene Stealers, Drukari.
Sold off all the
Eldari.
easy stuff.
Yeah,
it's
it's
fine.
like-
It's fine.
And then he just has Custodes, which is his I
what I
don't
don't
feel
wanna
like
think.
thinking.
Which is why my wife wanted the Custodes initially because she played at a tournament. It was like, he said, you don't have to think when you play them. Everything's the same. I was like, yeah, it is. She's like, I want them. And then she played
I don't
them.
feel like thinking. I'm just going to hit the button that says smash.
What about games played? Have you guys played any games?
Other than some video games? No.
Oh, I was going to ask, does iRacing count? Because if that's the case, I played a lot of games. Lots of track time.
I mean, if we're counting racing, I played Forza Horizon 4 with my buddy the other night.
Nice. Maybe. I could talk about iRacing all day. I won't. I've already convinced one person in our group to start racing, so I don't need to like pull more people away from the
Immediately
hobby.
after the last episode, Steve already bought it.
It's like, can I try it? Oh, okay. So
Steve already bought in after last episode. It's insane.
it's so fun though. Let's take a break and we will come back with our main topic: starter boxes. Are they a good starting point? And we are back.
Oh my.
So let's talk a little bit about army boxes, start collecting combat patrols, new edition boxes, all the things.
Discount boxes.
Generally, yes.
Which I guess the
Maybe
point
not intentionally, but yes.
point is usually like just a one-stop purchase that either lets you get in, either as a starting point or just an enhancement to what you've already got.
A good expansion point, yeah.
And that, I think, with the army boxes is where it gets very interesting, but we'll get there. So let's talk new edition starter boxes and not the 3 or 4 months later. This is not the launch box, but like the starter box, which is just a kind of a ripoff.
Here's half the stuff for $50 less than the full thing. Yeah.
What was the 10th box? Was it 250, 300? What was the MSRP on that?
I
Do you
think
remember?
10th was like I think it was roughly about 250.
I think it was 250. I did not pay 250 for mine.
Right.
But it was, I think, 250.
Because I think there's been predictions that the Armageddon box is going to be like 275.
Do we have confirmation of like models?
We kind of discussed it last episode. I put it in the Discord, but I think you were traveling or something.
It was.
But
I knew we knew like
there?
ideas, but do we get like actual?
I think we have
Let me see if I can.
3 confirms for the Space Marines, which is Vanguard Vets, New Intercessors, and Jump Chaplain.
When looking at the trailer, like everything is in there, so it makes sense to me.
There's been rumors about a new land speeder.
I mean, they showed a new land speeder, they showed a land speeder. I doubt they're showing like, here, buy this old kit.
Apparently, it's a new variant.
Interesting.
All right, just to briefly, Captain with Shield, Jump Pack Chaplain, Librarian, an Ancient, which every box has had an Ancient. I've never seen them on the table. New Intercessor Squad, Vanguard Veteran Squad, 5-man, new Eradicators with Bolters, Bolt variant, and a new Land Speeder with an asterisk with no other information. For the Orcs, we got a War Boss, a Big Boss, a Banner Knob, a Pain Boy, and an Assistant, a Weird Boy, 20 Boys, 10 Gretchen, a War Truck, and Big Orc Walker Gun, which was that turtle-looking thing in the trailer, which personally I'm excited about.
Interesting.
Oh, I know Jonathan's absolutely
I haven't
excited.
talked to him yet, but
He has to be.
He's a little busy right now.
Yeah.
I'm at least excited for the Jump Chaplain because I converted a Jump Chaplain forever ago.
yeah.
And it was kind of when I went to like local events, it was kind of so he's on 40 millimeters because he's Primaris. I know technically Jump Chaplains are still firstborn, so they're only 32, but I'm not ripping this 40.
They're going to be 40s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry
and
about
so
that too much.
no one gave me any hassle. They were like, yeah, no, just run it. But
If anything, it's a disadvantage for you. You can't fit in tight, so I get it. So looking at that box, generally the new edition starter boxes are about 1,000 points per side. And if you split the cost in half, so 125 a side, give or take, you can
Roughly.
split that with a buddy. You can, start 2 armies at once or have
like
something
10
to learn how
points
to
per
play.
dollar.
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's one of the best deals you're going to find as far as a starting point. Now, after they go out of print, or in some cases just completely sell out day one, I'm looking at you, 9th edition, they can be hard to find. People are selling the Tyranids half for like $200 still because those Von Ryan Leapers, they're kind of hard to get.
And they're really cool models, and they're really
so
useful
cool.
with first
Infiltrate and all the
Vice versa,
things. So it's they're so good. And I know 9th edition was Marines versus Tyranids. No, 10th edition was Marines versus Tyranids. 9th edition was Marines versus Necrons. So there's always some push fit Marines that are really cheap to get for the most part. After a while, they people get rid of those.
I think that was Assault Intercessors and Outriders, I think, were what came with that.
I know the Outriders were in the box. I don't know what else.
Assault
I put
Intercessors.
3 of them together.
I know.
Couldn't tell you.
I know the Ballistus is what came out in 10th with the Leviathan box.
Yes. There was no Dreadnought in the 9th edition.
Right. And then before that,
8th had
Death Guard.
Yeah.
That was the Death Guard army launch.
And that was where we got the Redemptor and the whole new Primaris line, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when I was like, ooh, I can't use my 30K stuff anymore. And before that, 7th edition, which is the one I remember distinctly buying, was Dark Angels versus like the Chaos refresh.
Was that Black Legion? or was that?
That was the Red Corsairs introduction. That's when those guys were like, hey, we're a thing.
Really?
Yeah. Or I think it was just like generic Chaos.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, they're Red Corsairs. And then that's when they kind of started tinkering with the idea of like, it doesn't have to be the original like 5 legions or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I think those boxes have always been a fantastic jumping off point. For one army, it is almost a complete refresh, much needed, generally speaking. Or in the case of Death Guard, it was the first like, Chaos is going to be its own army and not just Chaos. Now it's Chaos and Death Guard as their own thing because they were the first.
Yeah.
They were also like quite a bit bigger at that time too.
The scale
right?
was huge compared to the other stuff.
Actually, wasn't Thousand Suns the first one?
I think
They had their
because their models are like they
Yes,
were before the
that's
scale
right.
refresh because they're slightly stunty.
Yes.
rubrics are stunty. I thought the rubrics were a little bit taller. Or
I think they're a little bit shorter than like
Gotcha.
all the other chaos stuff.
I've
Tattoo
never
rocks for all.
played
It's fine.
against.
I've only done
Thousand
it
Suns.
once.
I still need to play against Jackson.
He's the only person.
against
And we didn't get to finish our game. It was just one of those like I failed 7 out of 8 charges on a turn. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
And boy, I paid for it. And that's when I was like, all right, buddy, it is time to go. Hand out. So that's the starter boxes. I put Sigmar on here, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know Sigmar well enough.
I know some of these.
Okay.
I know the first edition was Stormcast versus Blades of Corn. They were like the
Yes.
whatever the corn.
Because I've got the guy that
humans
came
were.
in the White Dwarf, and he's like the only model I had.
Yep.
And I guess Stormcast, they've always gotten pretty big refreshes every edition.
Less refreshes, more like here's a new wing of
yeah,
what
yeah.
they're. I guess the fourth
Edition was kind
Was
of
a-
like, whoa, let's
was a
recon half the
redo.
army.
So yeah, it was them versus the. I think it's Blades of Corn.
Chaos, something.
Second was Night Haunt, I believe, because that was the Necro Quake
Yes.
thing.
I had that box. I bought that box.
I'm trying to remember what third was before Skaven.
Crew Boys. That's how I have like
Yes.
3 sets.
Oh yeah,
of
the
them.
Dominion box, the one that no one bought.
Literally
I have it.
cannot give that army away.
eBay, my man.
But even then, it is abysmal.
Oh yeah, I've heard nobody wants that box.
It's very
Like it
good
sold
for,
so bad.
for Warcry.
There's a dude on Nashhammer trying to sell what's essentially like 3 Dominion boxes worth of Cruel Boys for like $1,000 unpainted. And I was like, oh, buddy, I will literally give mine away if somebody would just take them at this point. And I've recently bought like a $200 box for them. Like, just take it, get it.
I mean,
free the tote up.
My understanding is the Stormcast were fairly popular from
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But the Cruel Boys is kind of like, that's not what a lot of people want from orcs,
I
I guess.
wanted to play them, but I just
play Warcry before they nix that.
Anyways, so I feel like the launch boxes are always a really good deal if you get the first iteration of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else on launch boxes? I think the meat and the potatoes are going to be the army boxes for us, combat patrols, and maybe the Christmas boxes. So
Yeah.
I don't want to dwell on these too much. Everybody knows these is a good deal. These are a good deal. Man, my country's coming.
These
out.
are like the best deal that you can get.
Especially if you're into the army or you and a buddy can like split it.
It helps that a lot of players that I know are Marines and something else, and that seems to be fairly common.
helps, yeah.
Yes. So like starter boxes, Marines.
Marine Tyranids, I could have bought 3 if I could afford it that month. But, you know, and of course I have my crushed, destroyed Tyranid army in a box over there. It's fine. It's fine.
as they should be.
Taps plays.
No Xenos.
Squirt liquid blood everywhere. It's like, see, the Marines came.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's jump over to some of the army boxes. And I did a little bit of research, not a lot. I don't have all the details, but I do have the thing up. The first one I have listed, which was really the first time they were like, army box, was the 2019-2020 release of the Sisters of Battle. As you know,
Such a fun refresh. They look so good.
and they were metal for so long. They didn't get a codex for like 2 or 3 editions. I know because I got a buddy that plays them and hear about it every time we talk Warhammer. He had all the metal parts. He's got like drawers and drawers of metal Sisters of Battle that he's just like nostalgic and can't get rid of. But he was playing the Witch Hunters Codex when it came out in 2 parts in a White Dwarf. Like that's how old school this is. And so when this box came out, like I think he bought one and his wife at the time bought him one. And so he's got all this stuff. And then like a few months later, the edition changed. So Codex is invalid.
Such a cool line. I'm terrified to paint them.
Yeah. So these are usually about $250 from what I can tell. 200, 250, varies wildly. From a starting point to start the army, I don't know necessarily that it is the best place to start an army, especially for a new player.
It has some weird unit totals,
Yes.
right? Like the flagellants.
And this one specifically was like, here's our new plastics. Look how great they are. A couple months before the actual line dropped. So this was like the diehard Sisters players that wanted the new stuff with the special edition codex and the cards and the dice and all the things.
They're all like unique poses too, right? Like different
Believe
pose
so.
sisters at
Yes.
least.
Yeah.
Right.
It was about 450 points worth of models. So for 250 for 400, like that's
Points
you
per
know,
dollar.
For GW math, it's pretty good, honestly. About 2 points per dollar.
it gets better though. It's
To be
what's
fair,
crazy.
I think a lot of this will skew a little bit depending on how squishy the army is. Sisters is a body heavy army.
And same with the guard. The guard box is just like, ooh, it's like 48 models and it's like 320 points.
Sisters, Guard, Mechanicum.
Tyranids.
Yeah.
I would Tyranids they've been actually pretty good with because there's enough big things that
That's
they
fair.
can sync points with.
You still
And
have to deal with that Carnifex, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to play horde armies, it tends to be not as worth it.
Sure. But the box was about a 32% discount
Okay.
at the end of the day, which isn't bad, especially if you can find it at another retailer that knocks another 10% off. Like
10 to 15, yeah.
it's decent.
Yes.
So I liked that one. Then we had the Beast Nagas box, which again, all new sculpts, Orc relaunch. Here's all the new things and new sculpts in one box with unique cards and dice and transfers and all the things.
that is the one part of the Orc army that I just don't
I can
like.
only turn it so much. And see, that's the thing. I love the Beast Nagas. I think they're so cool. But I'm not an orc guy. Like I could go down that orc rabbit hole, but then it's like, well, I got Gene Stealers and I got Drakkari. It's like I don't need another super complicated thing to play. But you got named characters. You got 20 Beast Naga boys and a Squig Hog boys thing.
So like the squig motorcycle thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Except, yeah.
Squig Rider!
Sharp looking, whatever. The conversions are fantastic.
Yeah, orcs. I was always tempted by orcs just from the I love kit bashing, and some of my first kit bashing was on a bunch of old orc boys, just like throwing stuff together.
Yeah.
Man, that's so fun. But the painting,
Yeah. Again, about 430 points for these guys.
yeah,
30% off, not a great deal, but I guess if you were like the orc diehard, then that was your jam, you know?
it is like all new models,
Yes.
which is there's something to be said for. This isn't just a slap together a bunch of boxes that already exist. And it's like, here's new stuff.
Yep. And then we go to the Black Templars box, which 510 points in this. So far, this is our biggest like point value, but it did include the Redemptor. So that's like half of
Already
it.
existed. Yeah.
But everything else, the Crusader Squad, the Marshal, the Champion, all that was new sculpts, I believe.
So basically,
This was the Primarising of the Black Templar.
Gotcha. So the Redemptors already exists. Basically, it's an infantry kit and 2 characters.
Right. You're getting the new stuff.
Yeah.
You're getting the cards and all the things. All the unique, which I think is the selling point here, is you get the special codex.
Yes. You get the
Tactical
unit cards.
cards, yeah.
Yeah. You get
So-
transfers and pretty standard stuff.
And it's kind of a lot of the same. We can just blow through. Chaos Knights, I think, was a good one. This was the refresh, or this was the launch of Chaos Knights. So you got the Big Knight
Yeah.
and the 2 Armiger equivalent war dogs, carnivores. I remembered.
They're both.
Look at me.
What's interesting is I saw a video talking about like knights kind of first coming in. They straight up couldn't be used in chaos. Like originally when knights first came out.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. You can have knights allying with dark elves, but you can't have them with chaos.
Bring back allies. That's all I'll say.
Please.
700 points for that box, though, depending on how you equip and build.
Yeah, but that's
which-
knights.
Yeah.
That's a model.
3 models, 700 points.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And now it's a lot like that new one that they're putting out, the new Knights box that's coming out for
Yes.
11
Oh.
with the with the
Armageddon
even
box or
bigger
whatever.
with the big
Castellan Knight.
the Castellan Knight and the two little Armigers. It's going to be basically the same thing.
I looked at it. I decided I didn't need
It looked
17th Army.
it to be fair, that one is going to be a very good deal because those Castellans are over like 400 points just on their own.
410 points for
I can't contribute to the night problem.
And then the two little ones are each like 170 something points each. So
Yeah.
you're looking at like
It's decent, but then you're a filthy night player. So
like I feel less filthy if
they'd
I
be
brought
great
one,
for
though.
allies. They'd be great for allying in to have.
if only.
Some things like Mechanicus.
You can throw them into, as long as it's a loyalist army, you can have a knight ally.
You can have 3 of the little ones too. I've heard Mechanicus actually really likes taking 3 of the melee
And see,
armatures
that's
because they don't
fluffy.
have
Yeah.
melee really.
We've got something like the League of Votan box, which was a long-awaited, hotly rumored, and boy, there was some controversy around this one.
Old squats.
All new sculpt, brand new army, everything's coming back. So you got your tokens and all your things, and
All the grudge tokens.
and then the rules they showed off got FAQ'd before the box dropped.
Oh yeah.
Which a lot of people were returning these, and you could get them pretty cheap there for a little bit. But again, I guess for a launch army, 420 points.
I did love the little spoof that GW put out themselves of like James Workshop picking up the phone that they haven't won a tournament in 30 years. What do you mean they're too strong? Well,
We tried. And then you got the Astra Militare Arcadia Stands box.
that was when man, I remember those being everywhere.
2 Acadian shock troopers, field ordnance batteries, command squads, and a sentinel. 355 points. Just not a great deal. And I think I've still seen these in stores because
Yeah, there's one still at the GameX, like locally here.
I think that's one of the things they fire sailed. 30% off almost everything there. I think they're getting out
The
finally.
Cadians are really cool, but I know a lot of people are Cadianed out.
I'm so tired of seeing Cadians,
Yeah.
as discussed in previous episodes.
I
I
mean,
mean, fun one. I hate you missed that one. That was actually wildly entertaining to do. So yeah, it's gonna blow through this one. 355 points. Not great. Not a fan. Deathwing Assault.
woof.
This was a popular one.
They look so cool.
All the new Terminators, new sculpts.
Man, Deathwing Knights.
So 3 Terminator squads, upgrade squads, and Belial. 695 points.
Oh yeah, I forgot the
Almost 40% off.
the Dark Angels get a unique Terminator sprue that gives them the plasma cannon. They
got all kinds
I
of-
think.
Yeah, they get, and they also get the little watchers that can like eat a shot for you.
Oh,
great.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
or like they give like an invuln for like you activate it and it's like here's your like feel no pain or whatever for this turn.
I love
Yeah.
the little Jawas. They're adorable.
I remember when this dropped, and it was hotly looked. I think Jeff tried to pick this up.
I mean, people love Terminators, so anything with Terminators in it.
You're talking
hunting
to Terminator's #1 fan.
You know, they got their relaunch. Cool sculpts. Not for me. 350 points for $250 just doesn't seem like a great deal in my opinion. But somehow it's 40% off, 39% off retail. That's crazy.
GW price is gonna GW price, man.
I wish there weren't like 8 Kroot units. I know some people adore Kroot. I
Break
think
them off into their own army at this
I
point.
think Kroot are cool as like 3 or 4 units, but I would rather see 3 or 4 Kroot units, 3 or 4 Vespid units. Like have all the auxiliaries, not just
Do the Covenant thing.
yeah, which is awesome. I'm glad we got Vespids redone at least.
They look very nice. I'm not a
love
Tau
those
player
Vespids.
at all and never will be, but those Vespids do look
I
nice.
had the models; they were gorgeous. Good old Death Core.
Oh, yeah, that Death Core box was
bad.
it was not good.
Yeah, and it was ranked, best sculpts, but one of the lowest value boxes. It's 405 points.
Cavalry.
Not a lot of stuff. Almost all cavalry.
You get
Just
a set
kinda
of trench engineers or whatever they're the
combat engineers.
Yeah, you got one squad of 5 combat engineers, 2 squads of cavalry, one, I think, field gun.
artillery team and the marshal.
Yeah, and then a marshal.
cavalry squads are just not good price wise anyways though. They're some of the most expensive and fewest models.
I mean, the Death Corps cavalry aren't bad. as far as just looking at their like stats. They look
cool.
fine.
Just like value for money.
Yeah.
Cavalry are always very expensive.
Yeah. And then I think lastly here we've got the Champion of Slaanesh.
Ew.
Yeah,
Heretics.
But this was like one of the top value and top requested boxes out there. You got your Lord Excellent, 2 squads of Noise Marines, and 2 10-man squads of Tormentors or Infractors.
And those are basically the
I don't know.
Legionnaire
yeah,
squad
basically.
equivalent.
Basically, yeah.
Gotcha.
Almost 700 points, about 45% off, and it was a new army launch.
It is interesting that Noise Marines got changed from, I think, being 5-mans to 6-mans.
The Slaanesh number is 6.
And also just like a lot
It's
of
like
heavy
Death Guard
weapon
is
things
7, I think.
Yeah, because the what do you call them? The Death Guard Legionnaire Infantry, the basic Plague Marines, they come in kits of 7.
And then you can run them as like 7s.
You can run them as 5, 7, or 10.
Yeah,
Right.
because of all the different ways.
Yeah, it's kind of like Custodies, like 3-man, 5-man, 7-man.
Which it's like, it's nice to have the extra value of 2 extra models in the box for the same price as you'd get for like 5 of another.
Yeah.
But they are a nightmare to get them even because you are always going to have just little extra dudes.
That's why the printer goes brrr. Like, I need 2 torsos and a pair of legs. Like, got it.
Nice.
And then finally, the only box here that really tempted me after I sold all my Space Wolves. This one I think was probably one of the better deals, in my opinion. All new sculpts,
Space Wolves.
all useful things. Oh, come on.
They're pretty cool. I liked
But
the head
it was
takers.
the new unit, the new characters, new Blood Claws, new Grey Hunters, all the things. 550 points. Decent deal. Great starting point.
I am a fan of head takers as like the melee veteran squad because you have like the Sanguinary Guard for Blood Angels. You've got like the Inner Circle for Dark Angels. You've got now head takers for Space Wolves. There's the Victrix Guard that's its own thing now for Ultramarines. I'm just waiting for like Phalanx Praetorians
Do the
or
Raven
something.
Guard. Do the Raven Guard.
Look, I'm just waiting for them to bring my Fire Drake Terminators to 40k and I will be a happy man.
I mean, they will probably. I would love it if they had
Or some Pyroclast, anything.
just a Primaris melee elite
Those
squad.
are called Eradicators, sir.
Yeah.
No, they are not.
Everybody has those now.
The Pyroclasts are way better.
Yes, but you'll never see them in 40. We used to have rules for them. I know.
I mean, we used to have rules for all the heresy stuff in 40K.
Pour one out.
Look, we're talking about unique units for, different armies. I'd like to see them or something.
I'm sure you'll get like a Melta thing eventually when they get around to like the next little pittance one.
15.
Yeah,
That's a
we'll
thing.
get it. Don't worry, we'll get it in 13th edition.
Yeah. We'll get a second named character.
So-
first founding.
Let's talk combat patrols.
Yes.
And maybe spearhead boxes, depending on how deep you want to go down a rabbit hole here. These are about $170 MSRP, usually cheaper from your friendly local game store. So it should be about $150, $145, depending on,
Usually,
how
depending
cool
on
your
what store.
is.
Yeah.
The one that jumps to mind for me that's old and ancient of days and not relevant anymore, but the absurdity of the old Seraphon spearhead that was
Yes.
$85 and it had an $85 Carnosaur in it. So the
Everything
Knights
else was
and the
free.
Saurus and all the other, it's like no one's ever gonna buy a Carnosaur by itself.
Nope.
Even if that's all you want, you're just going to buy the spearhead.
Yeah.
I don't think they've done that again. But that was always the one that was like, man, this is bizarre. Why would you ever buy this model by itself when you can?
They did it. They did the same thing with the Fire Slayers.
was
They
gonna
had
say
the
it
like
first.
$130 Fire Drake in their start collecting box.
The Magma.
The Magma Droth.
He's $122 on his own, and the box was like $140.
So then just you buy
Buy that,
box.
and everything else is free.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
It's amazing.
interesting.
But-
I mean, that's a really good way to get people to buy those boxes, which start collecting spearhead. That is probably what it should be.
Should.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say what stands out to me as far as the combat patrol boxes was the Necrons box for 10th edition was actually pretty good. You got an Overlord, you got a full 10-man of warriors, and they also came with the little scarabs because they come with the sprue.
Mm-hmm.
You got the full Deathstalker and like 3 Scorpec destroyers.
Oh.
So I think
Decent.
Was
yeah.
that
Yeah.
like the boarding patrol thing that they did?
it's under combat patrol. It's still labeled as a combat patrol. I've got like 2 of them.
They're pretty good ones. Yeah.
It's a great like jumping off point for like starting an army with them because you get your HQ, you get a battle line, you get a heavy hitter and a whole vehicle.
It's an HQ that's not unique. That's honestly the problem with a lot of the ones that are worse are the ones that have a unique character
I don't
in it.
need like 4 of that character.
No.
And the Overlord is usually pretty decent. I don't know if I'd use him with the Warriors, but he's pretty good because, for the free stratagems, at least in 10th. We'll see that change in 11th.
I'm still so sad that I bought old metal lords because I was like, I'm going to run lords and overlords. And then they're like, guess what? You don't have lords anymore. They got rid of the entire class of like lieutenant for Necrons. I don't know why.
Well, now they changed it to like the Royal Warden is basically your lieutenant because he basically gives the same rules as far as I've seen.
I haven't
He
looked
used
at Necrons in
to
so long
lords
ago.
used to be the cheap way to get resurrection orbs. They were basically literally discount overlords. They weren't as fighty, but it's like I want resurrection orbs because
You have to.
memes. And so I had like all these cool like I liked them because they basically just had a cape, but they didn't have a crest.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So they're a little bit less ornate, but they filled a cool role. And then they're just. But for some reason, we kept the what are they? The Scorpec? No, the Destroyer Lords that don't even have a kit.
Oh, the Locust.
Yeah,
the Locust Lord.
You're like triggering
Doesn't
Mark.
even have a kit. It's
You have to you have to physically kit bash him out of the locusts that already exist that are already still old. Please update them, GW. I swear.
I was just so devastated when the Necron Codex came out because it's like you've removed everything I wanted to do and you've just deleted so many of the like. Man, I was gonna go fancy with a metal. I still kept it because it's like really cool model, but man, woof.
I was disappointed with the whole 500 worlds. They're like, look, we're doing destroyer stuff. You got your Catan, you got a new destroyer lord. We're going to be throwing a whole 500 worlds box. There's going to be nothing but destroyers. No locust refresh. Nothing.
Poor Locust.
You'll get something in 11. It's fine. So just looking at a couple of combat patrols here, I'm kind of disappointed.
Dark Angels.
They're very hit or miss combat patrols.
And that
some are
seems to
really
be-
good, like the 10th edition Necrons one, really good. Some of those like limited edition like Space
World
Marine
Eaters?
ones that you got.
I know a lot of people really of the limited edition ones when the Codex compliant chapters all got theirs. I know everyone was fiending for the Imperial Fist one because it was Terminators it was really good. I didn't need it because I had like all the things in there that were like the reason to get it.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. It's just nice to pick up a box in the store and see, oh, look, these are painted yellow as they should be.
But like looking at Drakari, it's 2 5-man squads of the
Incubi?
Like the name. No, worse. Rax. Yeah.
Wait.
So it's a 10-man unit of Rax. A
Racks are
Talos.
plastic at least, right?
They are now.
Okay.
I didn't realize they ever got the plastic release, but that's fine. 2 Talos / Chronos, however you want to build them, and a Homunculus.
That's not a lot.
It's like, you want $170 for that? It might cost more to buy it like that than it does individually. That's crazy. Like Space Wolves looks decent. Custodian's still very good deal in my opinion.
Custodians are always going to be a good deal just because of the army itself. It's so elite.
With its guard, its wardens, its Terminator squad, and a Blade Champion. It's like 2 of those boxes, you got 2/3 of your army. Like that's such a good deal.
Well, in the 9th edition box, if you got that and then bought the 10th edition box, you basically had the whole army aside from what was resin. And now you have that new Custodes army box that you can buy that you already bought.
I have over here on the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that one.
And then
it's
you
amazing.
have you basically have the entire army. And it's probably like those 3 boxes together would be like 3,000 points of models. It's ridiculous.
It's
So looking at the combat patrols, like I said, it's about $170. Points vary wildly depending on the army, and yeah, I don't know that it's even a good starting point at that point.
I will say this is something, at least from kind of the rumors and people looking at how points work now, a lot of the combat patrols that they or the combat patrol sized boxes that they were teasing for 11th, they're all roughly around 500 points. So it looks like they might be fixing that kind of issue coming up. But right now, a lot of the 10th edition boxes are not really worth it. Some are good, some are really
the Iron
bad.
Warriors box that went up for pre-order is completely sold out. So that must have been a great deal.
I'm sure Iron Warriors.
It looks like it's like I said, it's roughly about 500 points. You get an HQ and then just a ton of models.
Just fantastic. I mean,
and there's a lot of people that like Iron Warriors. They're probably, if I had to guess, of the regular like Chaos Undivided, they're probably the most popular.
a lot of real hot rumors coming their way too. So I imagine that's helping with sales.
Yeah, with potentially their dad coming back.
Peter.
And the last thing I've got here are the Christmas boxes. As we all know, those are generally a pretty hot commodity.
And they're usually a good deal.
Managed to get the Imperial Fist one that came with 3 squads, 3 of the heavy intercessors, so 15 guys. But just the price, because they're like $60 for 5 guys. It's like, well, I'm going to get this and get a ton of those. And then I forget, I think it was, I don't remember what it was actually. I know Torgaradon, that's how I got him.
Okay.
But it was like, so part of the reason I have so many heavy intercessors is the Brutalis box that came with the poor Desolation Marines and heavy intercessors.
Right. Yes.
But it was I loved the art on that box.
Was that the Bastion Strike Force?
Yes. I forget what, was that just heavy intercessors? And
I couldn't tell you, man. It's a lot to read.
I think it was
Lots
Bastion.
Primaris Aggressors, 15 heavy intercessors. You also get transfers and all the things. Yeah. It's a lot of bodies.
Yeah. So,
Bodies.
yeah.
I know I've seen the Raven Guard one at stores recently.
They were,
Nobody wants the Phobos, man. And 2 stealth dreadnoughts. Like, why would I? No. Anyways.
Those war suits are just not.
They were really
great.
good when they came out. Just saying.
a lot of things are.
So Christmas boxes, from what I can tell, range anywhere from 450 to 800 points apiece.
They,
Looking at the
Army
Knights
in a
box.
box.
yeah.
Yep.
It's one of those, if you want what's in them, you need to jump on them.
Generally $330 to $400 worth of value. MSRP is usually $250, and with your FLG discounts, probably $225, which only helps the value.
Yeah.
So I would say that if you're starting something, that's probably your best bet.
Definitely hop on those because they don't have a lot of them, and they
They don't
come
have
back.
a lot, and they're only for very limited window of time. And if you don't jump on them, like
if you
you have
don't
to be
pre-order that.
refreshing that website, and then as soon as it pops up, you have to be credit card in hand, buy what you want, or else it is going to sell out in minutes.
Yes. Anything else? Any thoughts then on combat patrols, starter boxes, army boxes, edition boxes?
I mean, definitely any way to save money in the hobby is nice.
Yes.
Game stores can give you a discount. Honestly, eBay can give you a discount sometimes too. There's a lot of stores.
Coupon codes, store wide, like save $20 on a $200 purchase. Like,
I very, very, very infrequently ever have to actually pay full GW
I
prices
won't.
because
when I do buy something,
yeah.
like my Custodian Battle Group box, I think it was $30.32 shipped between the 15% off code I had plus their discount plus the gift card. It's like, I got that box for how much? So
Yeah. Definitely take advantage if it's something you actually want. There's a lot of ones you probably, don't buy it if you have 95% of what's in the box and you don't want that.
and that seems to be a lot of the times the Christmas box, like, man, that's a really good deal, but like, oh, I don't need 2 more units of that.
Yeah.
I literally cannot field them anymore, know?
Yeah.
So
Which, I mean, you could always break it up and sell it to a friend or...
go halfsies.
Yeah. Yep. Just throw it up on eBay if you just, like, really need the one particular type of unit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've definitely bought boxes like that and then sold the units that I don't need extra of.
Yeah.
So I would say new edition boxes are probably the best bang for your buck.
Always. Yeah.
Followed by maybe a Christmas box, depending on what you need. And if there's a specific army box, if it's all new sculpts and that's, you're one of the diehards, I'd say that's probably the way to go. And then depending on what's in the combat patrols, I just wish it was a better game, such as Spearhead, which is just playable out of the box.
Right.
Technically it is, but it's not a good game.
Yeah.
Sure.
And like I said, I think they are working to fix that. It's just right now, combat patrols aren't the best for starting.
I foresee it being very Spearhead-like in about 2.5 months.
Yeah.
And I think close already.
Man, it is mid-April. It's like my kid turns 10 next month. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I feel so old now.
So who's going to be playing 10th between now and 11th coming?
Not I.
Yeah, I think right now 10th is pretty much shelved. We're gonna be doing some heresy games at some point. We'll figure it out.
I'm supposed to pick a weekend to play heresy and just have people over. So we're going to talk about that next.
I would.
After this segment. So I think that wraps up our Start Collecting. Is it a good starting point episode?
The answer, it depends.
Before we fully wrap this up, I know when the dog tried to escape a moment ago, which I'll cut all of that, door blew open, PD took off for the second time while recording an episode. Do you want to talk any about the Legion or Star Wars AMG stuff?
Oh, yeah. So
'cause you saw Mandalorians on the desk and was like, oh,
So Mandalorians have had like 2 or 3 units in Legion for a long time.
Have we even talked on mic since AMG basically killed Shatterpoint?
No. I mean, they put it on life support. Well, it's basically
it's in maintenance mode. It's fine.
Yeah. We're not going to be adding stuff as frequently. It's still going to be supported, but we're not like making new stuff. We're going to focus on Legion more. But now it looks like they're adding all the ironically, the stuff they let out with in Shatterpoint is getting in Legion now because Bo-Katan and Night Owls just aren't in Legion until now.
Yep.
Yeah. So Bo-Katan, Night Owls, the Mandalorian show, Mandalorians. I forget what exactly they'd be called.
I couldn't.
But
The
mishmash Survivor Mandalorians, pretty much. And I forget. There's like some other.
There's a lot. There's a lot. But what I like what they're doing with Legion is they pretty much said like we're going to do the Kill Team Shatterpoint equivalent, which great way to get new people in. That's something you take to a game store and be like, hey guys. And then they're also doing the Galactic Conquest. Is that the game mode where it's like a 2,000 point game?
It's called
with
like
Battalion
Open War
something. Yeah,
but
I don't know.
That would be
Big games.
because I still haven't played since they upped it to 1,000. I'm used to 800 points.
I thought it was 600, 800.
It was 800.
Okay.
Was the standard.
Well, apparently at Adepticon, they had like a demo event where people were playing the games at the 2,000 points with the people that designed the game standing there asking questions. Does this seem too much? Is it blah, blah, blah? And like getting feedback, which is amazing.
Someone apparently brought 10 ATSTs to one
That
of
is
the...
fantastic.
I'm just thinking of the amount of clone troopers I could bring.
It'd be a clone army and not like 2 units and a guy.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, battle droids would be disgusting. The amount of battle droids you could bring at 2,000 points.
Can you imagine clones with a couple of Jedi against a massive army of,
Yeah.
bring me all the thematic game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, put a desert mat out and just make some Geonosis battle. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Have the terrain in a box.
They have Geonosians as a unit.
Yes. So it looked really. I thought you might want to mention that. Like I said, Mandalorian army coming out, which my kid immediately saw. I was like, Dad, we have to. I was like, you gotta paint something.
There's not just one Mandalorian army. There's a lot because before we had the Rebel Mandalorians, and then we had Maul's Mandalorians, and that was it. So pretty much the only way to run a substantive amount was to run Maul.
Sure,
pretty much.
Which is why I bought in.
Yes.
Which I'm trying to buy your Maul.
Because I got a bunch. I don't need them.
But I printed him 4 so he could like just practice painting and maybe get him into it. And he hasn't touched it. So it's like, all right, fine, whatever.
But no, they're really pretty looking models. I need to actually learn how to play because my roommate's younger brother has never expressed interest in playing any war game and is suddenly like Legion's cool.
Oh,
So I was like, yes, it is. And I took my roommate
him
through
to
my
me.
stacks of painted boxes and was like, look,
that's awesome.
look, it's the one thing I've actually painted. No one plays it.
I mean, behold. Every time we go to the deep, because we printed the cards for me and Dawson's armies, and it's just like the box is right there, and it's so easy to just buy them and have them.
Yeah.
It's like, man, is it worth like $60 to get the 2 packs of cards? Like, because as soon as I buy them, they'll be like, it's update time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So I think with that, this is going to wrap up episode 28 of Webway Radio. I'm Kurt.
I'm Mark.
I'm Austin.
And we'll talk to you next time.
See ya.
Yeah.